Hello everybody, it's Zerodaimaru and welcome back to Big Pharma. So, after we have finally gotten this line perfected, I've been taking a look and trying to decide on our next area of attack, and the one I have decided on is anti-malarial, and that's because the market here is huge. It's $500 a pill, which isn't the most expensive thing ever, but it's also not the cheapest. It's one that we already know the upgrade path to get to. And it's not a difficult upgrade path that, just with the cryogenic condenser, which is meh. But if you take a look at any of the other kind of paths that we can take here, we're not seeing a massive amount of, sufferers that we can potentially cure. Now, granted, this is a level 3 drug, and we don't know what the level 3 is down here. But as I said, this is a massive market, and we can take advantage of it quite easily here. So that's going to be our next thing, is to create an anti-malarial pill. Or whatever. Anti-malarial something. So we need to kind of decide where this is going to go. We still have quite a bit of space that we can pick up, but it is getting expensive. I mean, $23,400, for like a single spot of land. Yeah, I'm not digging it so much. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we shouldn't tear something else down and to replace it with this. But the problem with that is we have, this building alone is making what? 80, 123, 122, so let's just bump those up to 125 for the simplicity of math. That's 250, that's 200 or $320, $330 from this one building. Whereas this building, and it's probably going to be something similar in size to this, is making us 347, assuming that we can get something similar in profit from, whatever we make. It's, it's not a big enough increase to really, risk tearing everything down, I think. Kind of the same idea over here. We have tons of, little value drugs. Actually, we have a 392 over here, so this building right now is probably our biggest moneymaker, just because of our anti-seizure and wart removal pill over here. And the Pregnomore is, not doing horrible for us, but all the same. So I think we will pick up another building, and the question kind of becomes which one. Well, I kind of like this one here for what we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead. We'll have to pick up a couple of ones to start here, because we are going to have to do some mixing and whatnot. But we'll probably end up buying this whole building before the cure is done. But as we're building it, we can let the game run to recoup some of our money. So let's go ahead and take a look at our cure here real quick. For anti-malarial, we have to create an antibiotic first. Well, we already know how to do that. That is this guy over here, I think. Yeah. So basically, we bring him in, we run him through. What are we doing here? We need to get him up to a 4 to 8 to upgrade him to an antibiotic, which we're doing with a couple of evaporators and then into an agglomerator, which does the actual upgrading. Another agglomerator to activate it, I think. Yeah. So basically, we can, if we recreate the line up to this point, we can, create our antibiotic. Okay, so we reduce the price of our machines. That's good. That's good to have. We have 8 points that we can spend on upgrading something. What do we want to upgrade? That reduces our running cost there, which is kind of handy. We could upgrade our pill printer to make some more money that way. Maybe make some plots of land easier to buy. That's processing cost. I kind of like the idea of keeping our creamer kind of up to date as well, because it does a fair amount for us in terms of, making our drugs more valuable by reducing the side effects without us having to go through all the trouble of removing them. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I suppose I have to get these guys researching something again. Let's get them on globalization, and we'll just hire one more scientist. We've got the money for it right now. Now, what was I doing? I was taking a look at my cures. That's right, because I was going up to an antibiotic, which is not hard. The only thing, pardon me, is I'm probably looking at having to create a fairly dense line here, so I'm thinking I might do 2 agglomerators rather than 2 evaporators. Because that'll still get it up to where we need it, right? Yeah, it needs to be between 4 and 8, 2 agglomerators. That'll bring it up to 6 and then upgrade it. So that'll be perfectly fine. Now, the other thing that we're going to need, though, if I go back into my cures page for a second, is we're going to need this 3-prong catalyst. What do we have that on? We have that on this guy down here. We're bringing him up on this guy. So, I'm thinking... Let me see, that's on the bottom. So we could bring him in just as he is. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. We use this as our base. Bring this guy in just as he is. We get our 3-prong catalyst, which is what we want. And Sue's cough, increased blood pressure, and prompt sleepiness are both going to be blocked by what's already on there. Sue's cough probably isn't going to help us, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to activate both. Increase the value of the drug by a little bit. Alright, so that's going to be our plan. This is our base, which we, use after we upgrade it to curing the... Actually, hold on. Maybe we can get a 2 for here. 8 to 11 running through an agglomerator will upgrade this to ease asthma. So if I bump it up to 8, I could potentially upgrade both. Again, where's ease asthma? Do I have that as a pill? Ease asthma. I don't have that as a pill. So it might not even be worth doing. But it might be. It's hard to say. Is it worth putting the effort in? Let's create the initial one first. Pardon me. Let's create the initial one first. And then I will take a look at where we stand as far as, profits and whatnot are concerned, and where our active ranges is. And then see if maybe it's not worthwhile. So, as I said, we need to bring in 2 things here. And we're going to kind of do the same setup we had over here where we go, ingredient 1, ingredient 2, 1, 2, and 1. So that is going to mean I need 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, I need 5 imports for that to work. And I only have 4 in this initial building. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another one. And we'll have to kind of bring it back around, which is fine. Alright, our advanced auxiliary research is done, so let's go ahead and get them working on our centrifuge. So, let's go and... I think I'm going to go straight into mixers, and then I'll upgrade it from there. That seems like the simplest way to do it. So we go auxiliary, we go multi-mixer, 1 and 2. And we bring in... this guy here, and he's just going to run straight up to this line right here, and then we go this guy. Actually, again, I don't want those being my base, so we're going to keep them out for now. This is going to be our base, so I'll just let those move in so I can set the multi-mixers. Alright, you're fine. You're not. You go there. And then we go this guy next. And we run this kind of over like so. Alright. And that will create our mixed drug. Make sure this is what we want. So we've got that. We've got our one that we're going to be upgrading, which is fine. Our one that we might be able to upgrade and get something decent out of. And then we, of course, have our catalyst. So that's fine right there. So now we need 2 more multi-mixers. I'm going to go... Let me see. We can go probably like so. And like so. This one is just a simple upgrade into here. And that'll get moved into there. And the base is in the right spot, which is fine. And then we bring this guy in. Right here. And we just run him kind of straight along here. And then up like that. And then up like that. And last but not least, we bring in our last ingredient over here. which we run straight down like so, and then into there. So you already have the right base set, which is good. You are not using the right base. You use that one. Alright, perfect. So now, from there, we need to bump this up to a 4 to 8 range, and then run it through an agglomerator. So basically, we need 2 agglomerators per line, and we're going to be doing the same thing, kind of building both lines simultaneously here. So let's go. Let me see, we can go like this. But then what do we do with that line? No, that's not a good idea. So we go like this, and then like that, I think. And kind of the same idea over here. So again, just making sure I have everything set up properly here. We're gonna let it run as we go. A little bit of wasted space so far, but I don't think there's anything I can really do to prevent that. Not with the way these agglomerators kind of push things out. If I'd maybe built from the other side down, it would have worked, but whatever. Alright, so we have our antibiotic. Okay, now we can run straight to a cryogenic condenser, which will give us our upgrade to anti-malarial. We don't even have to do anything to it, which is super handy. So we're going to need 4 of these guys. And how do I want to kind of set this up? I kind of want them both outputting onto the same line. So we could maybe do something like so and like so. And then over here we essentially do the same thing, but in reverse. So like so and like so. No, that won't work. That won't work. So potentially do something like this and like that, and then just move this up. Yeah, I guess it more or less is reversed. We just need to buy that plot of land and go from here to there and to there, and from here to there and to there. Not a massive fan of that layout, but it should be okay. Let's just kind of see how... We'll see what else we need to do after we upgrade to anti-malarial, and then we'll decide if maybe we need to rethink how we're doing this. We'll just wait for it to run through. Alright. So we are actually in a really good spot where we can activate both the anti-malarial and our Sue's cough all in one go. Now, here's kind of where I'm curious as to where Ease asthma is. And I really wish... I'm going to check one more time, but I'm pretty sure I don't have a pill that does that. No, I have Ease migraine. No, I don't have anything that eases asthma. What do I need to do to upgrade that? It needs to be at 8 to 11 and run through an agglomerator. What does it come out here? It comes out here at 8. So if I just hook up an agglomerator to one of these lines real quick... We'll see if this is maybe worth it. So just hook you up there. Nope. Like that. And I just want to see what this... that's an 8, right? Yeah, okay. So just feed something in there. I want to see what this... where the... that one is, and then I'll make my decision from there. Okay. Yeah, so that's not even worth it because there's no way that we can activate both. So we're not going to do that. So we'll just grab you and move you down to our... machine storage over here. Get rid of that. However, as I said, we can access both of the soothing cough and the anti-malarial without activating any of the negative effects. So that is super handy. All we have to do is drop it by how much? 1, 2, 3. We have to drop it by 3, so that's easy. Just run each line through an ionizer and we're done. So we grab you and we put you right there. And you go right here. And we'll just make sure that that actually goes where I'm thinking it's going to go. the ionizer, which drops it down. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And from there, let me go into our makers. No reason to use a creamer on this one. We'll go 1, 2, 1, and 2. So all in all, that was a pretty simple setup, I have to say. And this should be running just fine, great as it is. And it goes. It comes out as a $427 profit pill, which is just, that's so nice. And we're going to have to name it here in a moment. Alright, Zero Malaria Bane Chesty Cough Stomper. Works for me. Let's let it run for a few minutes and just make sure it's working as well as I think it will. Knowing my luck, the anti-malarial is not active almost at all, but it's got such a short activation range, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that too much. Go ahead and take a look at our company page. So far, we are getting a C ranking across the board, but again, we haven't even kind of ramped up to our full... Oh wow, our erectile dysfunction is upgraded to a full B. Probably thanks to the upgrades that we did to our creamers. Then again, maybe not. Either way, that's working out really well. Oh, we have a new ingredient. It prevents gout, has a 2-pronged catalyst on it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright. What do we want to get them researching next? We might as well pick up... yeah, we might as well pick up the last one that we can with 4 before we go ahead and hire somebody else. Alright, globalization is done. Let's go ahead and get them working on Sub-Zero training. People are starting to get fed up with Jacob Beaver and his beauty tips. Demand for acne medication is increasing again. Right on. Not really something we're into right now, but good to hear that if that is the next market we want to break into, we'll be okay. Yeah, I have to say I'm rather happy with the way this one turned out. We didn't have to do anything super crazy with it, so I'm... oh, this is going to bug me. There. Nope, damn it. Alright, deleted a little bit too much there, but that's okay. Overall, I have to say, quite happy with the way this line has turned out. Quite happy with the way this pill has turned out. This is going to be our highest profitability pill yet. Because how are we doing ranking-wise? We're getting a D on Sue's cough, so obviously that is not a super strong ingredient. That's mostly just a thing that we're like, hey, we can activate it at the same time as we activate the main thing that we're after, so why the hell not, right? So how are we doing on our objective front? We are actually pretty close to completing this challenge, and we might even nail expert. Or, master, sorry. That is something that we could potentially do, which would be really handy. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, because I need to decide what our next production line is going to be. But that will be for the next episode. So guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode of Big Pharma. So long.